I remember when he signed. I remember it being on that big screen there when he signed for City. I think 4 years ago. I remember thinking that's the player United should have gone for. He, Jack, what is it about him that makes him just so important to Man City? Because for that position on the field, I'm sure you appreciate his talent, his skills, and what he gives to Man City. But he's one of those players I think that always looks like he's got bundles of time. He's never panicked and just always seems to play the right ball as well.
Yeah, for me, what it is football understanding. Like, you see a lot of good players, but like the small details, like how he passes the ball to his teammates, like it's at the right pace on the right side, the way he carries the ball, the way he sort of floats through players, doesn't he? Like, he's got like lovely balance, and he's starting to get good numbers now this year. I mean, last year he didn't play much, did he? Like, he was the one who was always left out, and that shows what type of character he is as well. Like, to come back, they went and spent 100 million on us playing the same position as him, and
I think he's more important than Jack.
Oh,
Jack Grealish.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Jack's been injured, hasn't he?
He has been injured, but when you look at, I think that's probably one of the best decisions Manchester City have made in a long time. Is that at one stage in the summer,
He looked like he was going to go.
they were trying to throw him in deals. They were saying
Yeah.
they'll give him this player, they'll give Bernardo Silva. But I think the fact that he stayed, he has been absolutely
He's been unbelievable. And they got
sensational.
young players like Foden. Foden can look at someone like that because he's a similar player, similar build. I think Foden can be better than him, but he can look at him and learn from him.
Okay, going past that then, because you would have been in that scenario, right? A young kid coming through, like Phil Foden. You got Bernardo Silva. I think he's about 27, so he's in his absolute prime for a footballer, I'm led to believe. Who was the player when you were coming through at Arsenal that you looked up to and you thought, that's not only the player I want to play like, but I can learn from as well?
Benny will know.
Cesc?
Yeah.
He was the one, was he?
Yeah.
And how much did that change your game, the fact that you were allowed...
You know what? Like, when I was in the academy, so I must have been 13, 14, no, maybe 13, maybe a little bit younger. He was playing in the first team at 16. So he was the one that I always looked up to. And the whole academy did, like, and he was the one who sort of showed us the pathway. Like, he was in the academy, got in the team, stayed in the team. So he was one that I always looked at and wanted to follow in his footsteps. And then when I got in the team, he was my captain, and yeah, he was just brilliant. Like, the way he would control the game, like, I learned a lot from the way he used to control everything in the game. Like, for someone who wasn't blessed with pace or strength, his football brain was scary.
Who would it have been for you? Who was the player that when you were coming through? Maybe Ipswich?
Yeah, Marcus Stewart. By some distance, he was fantastic with me. Matty Holland played his part as well, but Marcus Stewart was the one. Obviously, centre forward, helped me out, worked me on the training pitch, told me what I could do better. It was quite blunt in terms of sometimes in telling me what I could be better at, but yeah, he was fantastic.
So how important is Bernardo Silva to Man City then? You said you rate him higher than Jack Grealish. Is he without doubt one of the first names on the team sheet?
Oh
now?
yeah, I think he probably is the first name on the team sheet.
Okay.
In terms of natural ability, you might say probably Jack, but in terms of importance to this Manchester City side in where he plays, because he could play false nine, he could play holding midfield, he could play on the right, on the left, and every single game, I think before you talk about his ability on the ball, his work rate off it, I think is what separates him in terms of he puts a shift in every single game.
His understanding of every role that he's asked to do is he gets it right every time.
And he's been popping up with important goals this year, by the way, as you know.
We're
Old Trafford.
Only two.
Number 2.
We're blessed in the Premier League for check your face. We're blessed in the Premier League for fantastic Portuguese players. There's quite a few of them. Where does he rank amongst the current Portuguese?
He's the
players
best
in the Premier League?
Portuguese one.
I'd say put him above Bruno and Ronaldo.
I'd say number 2. But I think
behind who?
I'd say number 2 behind Ronaldo. Ronaldo's the best Portuguese player.
Not now.
Yeah.
No, all right. The most effective. Who would you want in your team now?
Probably Ronaldo still. But I'd put Bernardo Silva ahead of Bruno all day, every day.
But you're putting Bernardo Silva ahead of Ronaldo
Right now, yeah. I'm not saying that he's a better player than him and he's done the things in his career he's done. But if we had a game tomorrow, I would pick Bernardo
over Ronaldo.
There's another one as well. I think Bruno's 4th.
Go on.
Cancelo.
Ruben Diaz. Oh, another one.
5th. Slipping.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. No. Bruno's come on.
This
Bruno's
season,
in the top
Bruno,
3.
no, he's not. Not this season, he's not. No way.
No, but if there's a game tomorrow
I'm picking...
and everyone's playing their best football...
I'm going...
Right, if there's a game tomorrow and you're picking someone to play in that position, Bernardo or Fernandes, who you...
03717.
I'm going Bernardo Silva.
No, come on, who are you picking? It's not a hard question.
No, it's not.
And Ruben Diaz as well.
No, right now. There's a game tomorrow.
On the day.
No.
On the day.
No, on this day.
Okay, I'll tell you what,
tomorrow.
I'll answer that if you answer on their day who's the better player.
Yeah, I think
Bruno.
No.
Okay.
No,
There you go. So Jack Wilshere says Bruno Fernandes.
no.
Darren Bent, you agree?
No.
0371.
No, I don't. And do you know what as well? Sorry, quickly.
You do gang up on me. I
No,
will say
do you know
that.
what it is
Yeah.
about Bruno? Like, if you talk about his natural ability, the goals he scores, his passing, unbelievable. But if you're asking me who I trust 10 games in a row
Why
to...
don't you trust Bruno? Listen.
Do you trust Bruno at the minute?
Bernardo Silva is an amazing player, right? I'm not going to say anything negative about him. If Pep Guardiola says he's the most important player for Man City, who am I to argue?
Okay.
Right? That tells you how great a player he is. Okay? You happy with that?
Would you take Bruno over him, though?
03717223344.